I didn't even ask you for much. I was right there when you needed to go to the hospital. I was there.
That's what family does. They help each other.
But it's only $1,200. I don't understand how you can't help me with $1,200.
Why is your car note $1,200?
It's a Hellcat. You see this? This ain't cheap. I don't understand why people just don't understand that this ain't a cheap car. I need to keep up appearances.
Well, you need to live within your means.
I am living within my means. You telling me to live within my means? 8 years ago, I let you borrow $5 because you didn't have enough for that, whatever you got at Target. And I gave that to you. And I'm only asking you for $1,200 right now. And I didn't even say like I'm not going to give it back. I get paid.
If you don't have $1,200 now, how you going to have $1,200?
I get paid in 3 weeks. And I'm going to be able to...
Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Poppa Dozier, CampaignSG. I'm back with another video, man. Shout out all my campers out there rocking with me, supporting the channel, keep helping me grow. Hey, man. Hey, boy, I don't know, man. Shit be crazy out here. But, know y'all just seen that little clip, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I don't, like, part of me, I really think this a skit. You know, that little clip of skit. Because ain't no way, it just ain't no way that's real. You feel me? I wanted to kind of speak on that because even if that's a skit, it's a real thing too. So if it was a skit, they basing it off of how people really thinking out here. You know, just like, bruh. This why people, this part of the reason why a lot of people broke, a lot of people think they broke, you know, a lot of people falling behind in life, you feel me, like, and just can't get ahead. You know, it ain't, like, I know I make a lot of content about jobs and stuff, and you know, I'm never getting on here complaining about a job. It's always use the job to your advantage. But real talk, like, if you working a regular job, I don't know their situation. I don't even know if it was a real or fake video. But either way, like, first of all, if you working a regular job, in my opinion, from my experience, you know, get a car note. But at the same time, you know, if you get a car note, you know, you don't want to get nothing too crazy because it's about to be parked all day anyway. You want something that's good and reliable, something nice though. You know, like when you get nice stuff, it make you feel better. You know, you look better, you feel better. But something that you could afford, like you could afford to pay that note a few times that month without, you feel me? But $1,200 for a Hellcat to keep up an image, and it's like that might be real because I know people who live like that, who really like, but they not going on the internet doing that, but they really like, you will see some people, man, it just look like they got it figured out, you feel me? And you just don't know what people going through, man. And you might have that person who's struggling their ass off, but they got that nice car and they got a nice little apartment or whatever the case. And that's why people gotta just be in tune with who they is and just be on their own mission and trying to figure stuff out for themselves, because you'll be looking at somebody thinking that they got it all together when the whole time you probably got more than them. They struggling, you doing better than them. But that's why a lot of people can't get ahead. A lot of people just stay broke out here, man, because bro, $1,200 car note for a Hellcat. I used to want me a Hellcat when I was a little younger, you know, like that was a goal for me. But when you really think about it, and I'm not about to be one of these people, because I really believe in, if you want nicer things, level up, get in position to be able to afford nicer things. You know, I believe in that. But at the same time, if you asking your sister for $1,200, and I ain't knocking them, I ain't knocking food, because I really believe it's a skit. But let's just say it was a real situation, or even if it is a real situation, if you knocking that person, you asking somebody to help you pay this $1,200 car note. In some cities, that's rent. You could, some places like down here, $1,200, you gonna be living in your car for $1,200 down here. But Some places, probably in like the country places, like the Midwest and stuff like that, you could really get rent for $1,200. You probably get you a 2-bedroom for $1,200. You can't even get a 1-bedroom down here for $1,200. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, man, it's like, and that's a real mindset though. Like for real, like the shit funny though, just to see how fools spazzing and the sister told him some real shit. You need to live below your means. And that's really what this shit come down to. Like, and I realized that as I get older, you know, you gotta try to live below your means just to get ahead, you know. And even when you do get ahead, you can start living a little better, but don't get too consumed. Like, let's just say you get to a point where you're making $10,000 a month. I feel like $10,000 a month is a decent amount of money anywhere in the United States. You know, you're not rich, obviously. That's only $120,000 a year. But at the same time, that's decent money. But if you making $10,000 a month, you go get you a $4,000 a month condo. Then you go get you a car note for $2,000. You might want you a Lamborghini or something for $2,500 a month. That's $6,500. Now you looking like, you know, you looking good, you know. Then you got your bills and stuff. You looking good, but it's like, is you really good? Cause that's just a lot of money going down the drain for shit that really you don't need. But you know, at the same time, the reason I won't bash somebody like that, because it's like, you know, you can't tell nobody what they need. You know, some people like different shit, you know. So I understand that too. I ain't, you know, but some shit do be out of hand. Come on now, $1,200 car note, and then you asking somebody for $1,200 like this. At the end of the day, you go get you a bucket for $1,200, and yeah, you ain't gonna be looking good. You know, you ain't gonna be able to, you know, them bad females or whoever you keeping this image up for, your dogs or whoever this image you keeping up for, they not gonna be impressed. They gonna look at you a certain way, but you still surviving, you still living, you still can get from point A to point B. Now, I'm not finna act like I'm just, cause, you know, I like to keep up with myself, but I do understand, you know, living above your means, like when you look 10 years later, it's like, it's a good chance you're not finna have that same car from 10 years later. So it come down to like, that shit was kind of pointless, you know. But I feel like that's a mindset that you kind of gotta, if your family ain't teaching you this stuff and you ain't getting this drilled in your head, in your household, you gotta bump your head like me. Bump your head to get this kind of mindset. Now, I ain't never go pay $1,200 for a car. I always knew, like, that's stupid as hell, you feel me? I ain't doing shit like that, but I ain't even calling Buddy stupid, but I do feel like that's stupid, you know. But it is what it is, you know, because a lot of, now you got some people though, who get these car notes and they get these nice cars, and it's the internet era now. So when you get I ain't gonna say a Hellcat, but let's just say you get a nice BMW i8 or something like that. When you got a car like that, for some reason, just the human mind, people take you a little more serious, and people willing to listen to you more, and it's kind of flawed, but you got some people who level up from doing that. So now if you somebody who like, you get this situation and you getting it for you just getting it because you know you got a purpose for it. It's a reason behind that. I'm gonna get this car, and I'm not even cool with this, but let's just say you want to teach somebody how to do something on the internet, and you want to sell a course or something. It's messed up how the human mind works, because I think I done fell for this, giving people my money. But you can level up if you got the right mindset behind that. Now, I'm not willing to do certain shit, be out here faking it, but you can level up, because you probably teach somebody how to do whatever you want to do. You can sell a course, and you post this car, and you just act like this car helped you. I mean, whatever you teaching people helped you get to this point. People will believe you, and now you could sell shit to them. But that's getting off track. But I just thought about that, because it's always two sides to shit. But if you just like average person, you going to work, you parking this car for 8 to 10 hours a day, but you paying $1,200 for it, for an image. I don't know, man. Like, you know, it's just like, damn, that's crazy. You feel me? And that's part of the reason why a lot of people can't get ahead. And cause a lot of this shit come down to like, it's a decision that it's a decision that we make. Like, yeah, people, all right, but you got a lot of people complain about jobs and this and that. But to be honest, like, I always stress this, you could literally leverage a job to get in a better position. But you gotta be willing to not be paying all this excessive money for a car note, keeping up an image. Like, an image shouldn't even matter, you feel me? Like, real time, I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta keep up with yourself, but not on that level where you gotta really like get a car note this expensive, and you feel me? Cause that just gonna keep you broke. Because let's just say you get you a $300, $400 car note. Let's just say your credit bad and you gotta get you a $500 car note. That's now you saving $700 just on a car note. And then if that's a true video, insurance gonna kill you. So you probably paying over about $1,500-$1,600 a month just for the car. And bro, in my city, that's a little decent little 1-bedroom apartment in a not the best neighborhood, but you could get something for $1,600, little 1-bedroom these days down here for $1,600. And it's like, you spending that on a car. Like I say, yeah, it'd be lit. Now, if you spend that on the car and you living out this motherfucking shit, that's different. But that still ain't smart to be. Come on, because you could just get you a place. But yeah, man, it's like, that shit funny though, man. Like, for real, man, because there's a lot of people who think like that. I was actually working with, before I end this video, I was actually working with somebody when I first got this car. You feel me? Like, I'm 23, you know, nice car. It was my second car. I got rid of my first car. And it was a young nigga at the job, and he went and got him a Hellcat, you feel me? And he was just talking to me about it. And he was probably 21 at the time, probably like 23 at the time. And we making good money at this job, so he got him a little Hellcat, nice little Hellcat, probably used or whatever. And he was telling me he paid like $980. He said he caught a deal. I'm like, you pay $980? But real talk, the amount of hours he used to work, he probably was making $1,000 a week. And you 21, you staying with your mama, he ain't got no other bills. So, I mean, that shit cool, you know, cause you gonna live. You get you a car like that at that age. You him. You feel me? You finna knock down all the bad females, but you gonna bring some unwanted attention. But, and you know, a young nigga out the hood, sometimes that's what you want to do. But that shit don't be worth that, man. You know, you got to get ahead out here, especially. And when you get older, you realize that. But you know, we just got to do better, you know, like that what I be on, man. I done made a lot of bad financial decisions. You know, a lot of people will judge me, but long as I know I'm learning as I go, and I'm doing better, and I'm learning from mistakes I made, cause nobody ain't teaching nigga nothing. So as long as you doing that, you know, and that's all of us, you know, we just gotta do better and use our experience or other people's experiences as a lesson, you feel me? Because that's part of the reason why a lot of people stay broke. Car notes and shit like that. Shit that we really don't be needing. Because to be honest, we all could go get us a beat up ass car from off the auction. I wasn't willing to do that. I ain't gonna say I wasn't willing to do that. I just always had a car note. So, you know, that's why I don't knock people, man. But yeah, man, this shit crazy though, man. People really like, this shit crazy, man. But Poppa Dozier, CampaignSG, I'm gone, man.